Concrete cold on the boot heels at 6. Single bulb swinging over the hood. Knuckles split from yesterday's socket wrench. Whiskey still sitting where the sleep never could. Reach for the mug, it's gone stone cold. Ain't the first time. Spark plug gap, feel a gauge, hands move without asking. That's the whole design. No curtain call, no ribbon cut, just the work before the work gets done. Yeah, nothing fancy, nothing grand, grease that won't come off my hand. Scarred knuckles, worn out boots, that's the only truth I know to use. That's it, that's all. Real enough to stand on, real enough to last. Noon sun hitting black asphalt hard. Rake the mix, keep the line straight. Back says something, legs say something else. Don't matter what they say, we're running late. Sweatband in the back of the neck, WD-40 on the fingers again. Hammer falls, falls, falls. No dramatic turn, no amen. Just keep moving. Nothing fancy, nothing grand, grease that won't come off my hands. Scarred knuckles, worn out boots, that's the only truth I know to use. Ain't asking for more, real enough to stand on, real enough to last. Old man never said much, showed me once hands over hands. Grip here, feel where it wants to go. Don't force the boat, you'll strip the thread and learn the hard way. He smelled like gasoline and something older. Wiped his palms on a rag, black as oil. Nodded once. That was the whole lesson. Yeah! Nothing fancy, nothing grand, grease that won't come off my hands. Scarred knuckles, worn out boots, that's the only truth I know to use every single time. Real enough to stand on, real enough to last. Concrete cold on the boot heels. 6 a.m. bulb still swinging. Reach for the mug, pick up the wrench. It's the same. Tomorrow's the same. That's the point. That's the whole point. Man, Gary laughed right in my face. Said boys from a block don't belong in this place. 20 years hauling freight for that smirking fool. He kept his corner office, I kept every bruise. Jaw locked tight, fist wrapped on steel. That foreman's laugh is all I feel. Chest so tight I can't draw breath. Yeah, twist that pressure cook, nowhere left to stand. Burn it! That's for calling. Throttle in my hand. Throttle wide, let it out. Feel it burn, feel it burn. Red line high, no look back, no return, no return. Burn it wide, let it scream, let it tear, let it tear. Throttle wide, nothing left out there. Nothing left. Yeah. Brother Ray drives a Cadillac clean. Christmas dinner's where I don't fit the scene. Mama said, can't you be more like him? His collar stayed white, mine stayed grim. She said, don't come back looking like that, like that. Knuckle split, boots cracked, shoulders flat, road what I got, never asked for more. That's the sin they couldn't forgive me for. System said, sit down, shut up, comply. Burn it! Ran out of reasons left to try. Throttle wide, let it out. Feel it burn, feel it burn. Red line high, no look back, no return, no return. Burn it wide, let it scream, let it tear, let it tear. Throttle wide, nothing left out there. Nothing left. Yeah. Wide open. Red line. Fine. Nobody's lane. Yeah. Wide. Wide. Burn it. Burn it. Wide. Throttle wide, let it out. Feel it burn, feel it burn. Red line high, no look back, no return, no return. Burn it wide, let it scream, let it tear, let it tear. Throttle wide, nothing left out there. Nothing left. Throttle wide, wide, throttle wide, wide, throttle wide. Throttle wide. Throttle wide. Shoulder to shoulder, locked and loaded tight. Breath control, blood running right. Read the field, saw the fracture spread. One look between us, nothing had to be said. Felt the crew tighten, felt the line hold firm. Watch their formation lose its spine and squirm. We coil like a fist, disciplined and cold. One organized force, iron, steel and bold. Shoulder, locked and loaded tight, breath control, blood running right. Read the field, saw the fracture spread. One look between us, nothing had to be said. Felt the crew tighten, felt the line hold firm. Watched their formation lose its spine and squirm. We coil like a fist, disciplined and cold. One organized force, iron, steel and bold. We saw the weakness, we moved as one. Come on, no hesitation. This road gets won. Fracture clear, felt them scatter as our formation drew near. Moved like generals, claiming every yard. No division in our ranks, unified and hard. Tighten the circle, advance the line. Watch their centerfold, that field was mine. Every brother locked, one organism, one drive. Organized power. Won't sign the mortgage, won't sign the line. Won't fake a smile for the company time. Won't trade my leather for a polo shirt. Won't park a minivan in the dirt. Won't go old and respectable and soul. Won't let some cubicle swallow me whole. No, I'm not building your castle. I'm tearing down the walls. I'm not fitting your mold. I'm burning it all. Yeah, I'm not bending, not breaking. No, I'm not playing your game. I'm not building your castle. I'm burning the frame. They're pushing the stroller down the cul-de-sac street, showing their teeth in a smile so sweet. Riding the mower at 8 on Saturday, waving at neighbors who look the same way. Working for nothing they'll never own, trading their pulse for a welcome home. I see the chains they can't see on their wrist. I see the collar they line up to kiss. Yeah, I'm not building your castle. I'm tearing down the walls. I'm not fitting your mold. I'm burning it all. Yeah, I'm not bending, not breaking. No, I'm not playing your game. I'm not building your castle. I'm burning the frame. They say I'll regret it, I'll end up alone. Well, at least the loneliness is mine to own. Better to stand on nothing than kneel on lies. Better look myself straight in the eye. Don't need the approval, don't need the plan. just need to know I'm my own man. That's all. Burning the frame, burning, burning, burning. My knuckles like a hammer made of steel, hands locked on the throttle. I can feel the chrome peel, wind throws its full weight. I throw my weight right back, spine pressed hard against the seat. This is my contract. Thighs grip the tank, lungs burn on the open drag. Not running from a thing. I carry no white flag, no flag. They built their walls of comfort, offered me a chain. I took the road and pointed straight into the rain. The engine speaks what no man's voice could ever say. This steel, nothing breaks this wheel. No law, no storm, no hand of God can make me kneel. I am the throttle's roar, I am the asphalt floor, born hard into this wind. This is what I'm living for. Nothing cuts this steel. To the curve and let the weight shift true. The bike and I negotiate what we're riding through. Internal organs press against my spine like fists. 1 degree offline and the whole contract twists. Deeper in the storm now, this is where I breathe. Chrome reflecting every road I've refused to leave. They paved a softer road and put my name on it in lights. I left it in my rear view. I don't answer to their nights. Nothing cuts this steel, nothing breaks this wheel. No law, no storm, no hand of God can make me kneel. I am the throttle's roar, I am the asphalt floor, born hard into this wind. This is what I'm living for. stood at it and looked. A life laid out in rows, a life that could be booked. Safe hands, clean clothes, a name that fit their frame. I touched that door handle and let it go. I walked straight to the machine. The engine called, it always called. That folk is years of road behind me now, carved in iron. I chose the storm, I chose the miles, I chose this. Nothing cuts this steel, nothing breaks this wheel. No law, no storm, no hand of God can make me kneel. I am the throttle's roar, I am the asphalt floor, born hard into this wind. This is what I'm living for. Living for. Nothing breaks this wheel. Nothing breaks this wheel. Free. I am the machine. In 1998, the Mojave burned red. Me and Tommy Voss and Ray spread sleeping bags instead. No Constitution, but the one we wrote ourselves. No man kneels here, that's what I said. We passed cheap brine, swore no hierarchy, just the open road and brothers riding free. I stitched the patch myself to devil horns and wind. That worn leather square still hangs on me. But a throne don't care what promises you make, and a good man's word gets buried by the weight. Lord, I became the monster I rode against. I wear the chains I swore to break. The gavel fell from my own damn hand. The gasoline was my mistake, my mistake. Marco Reyes stood and asked where the dues went. Said the numbers didn't add up, asked it plain. I could have answered, God knows he deserved it. Instead I told him, pack your cup and leave this chain. That original bottle of Eagle Rare we saved for the day we outran every law they gave. I cracked it open that same night alone, toasted to the order I'd enslaved. Yeah, Marco's name don't live on any wall we built, just a road he rides without us, carrying my guilt. I became the monster I rode against. I wear the chains I swore to break. The gavel fell from my own damn hand. Told myself strategy, survival club's design. I almost stopped, felt Tommy's patch against my ribs. Almost heard my own voice. No man bows, no man signs. But I shook his hand and sold the Iron Saints. Watched the president get cuffed at 49. Now I enforce the loyalty oaths I once despised. I am the law I swore to undermine. Last Tuesday I watched Diesel exile a kid, 20 years old. Asked one wrong question about money, and Diesel used my words, my exact words. Order protects the Brotherhood. He didn't learn that from a book. He learned it watching me. I handed him the gavel. He picked up the gasoline. Oh God, no. The devil doesn't recruit. He just waits for you to teach. I became the monster I rode against. I wear the chains I swore to break. The gavel fell from my own damn hand. The gasoline was my mistake. And Diesel hold the hammer now. You swear the same oath that I swore. The fire doesn't care whose hands poured the fuel across the floor. Poured it just like me. That worn patch behind my desk, 2 devil horns, and a road going nowhere. I built the cage, called it freedom. Diesel's already got the keys. She walks in like she owns a deed. Boots on hardwood, slow and clean. Orders right neat, doesn't look at the door. Her leather jacket carries someone else's smoke. Ring taps the glass, 1, 2, 3. Her eyes catch mine like a closing trap. Yeah. Every man in here just recalculated, and she ain't looked at a single one. Something underneath that jasmine ain't quite right. Ask her which one, she just smiles it out. Jasmine and vanilla clinging to my collar now. Gun oil underneath, she notices the shape. Her fingers find the rim, slow revolution. Slow revolution. She leans leans in close, her voice drops register. Mutual acquaintances send their regards. My hand don't move, my face don't change, but my pulse just filed a separate report. That perfume's gonna outlast whatever this is. Whatever this is. I don't know what you are, but I want you anyway. I could lose it all, but I'm already lost. I'd say already lost. Your game is showing, darling. I'm playing anyway. And anyway. Then she says something. It wasn't in any script, I know. Says she's tired too, doesn't name of what. Just tired. And for half a second her jaw unclenches, and I see somebody under all that calculation. Somebody who maybe drove a long way to sit in a bar that smells like this with someone like me. Someone like me. I don't reach for a weapon, I reach for my glass. I don't know what you are, but I want you anyway. I want you anyway. You wanna know the real tell? I'm still sitting here. I've walked out on federales, left a room full of knives without a scratch. Rode 1,000 miles on nothing but instinct and spite. And I can't read you, and it doesn't scare me near enough. That's the tell. I'm tired of knowing exactly what everything costs. Just once I wanna not calculate the exit. So here I am, ring on that glass, jasmine on my jacket, still sitting here. She stands, pulls on her jacket slow, doesn't look back but leaves the door open. I drop cash on the bar, don't count it. Her hand finds my pocket in the dark outside, right where the iron sits. She doesn't flinch, neither do I. We walk out into nothing, and it's the most honest thing that's happened to me in years. I don't know what you are, and I want you anyway. And I want you anyway. Can't name what's in your pocket. Still I'm here to stay. Here to stay. Jasmine on my collar, gun oil on my hands. Gravel crunch beneath my boots on a Tuesday afternoon. Chrome catching the last of the sun like a signal I had to find. Faded paint spelled out a name that had been earning its scars for years. Leather creaking on idle bikes, motor oil thick on the air. Men with iron in their eyes size me up from the yard, carrying everything I owned and nothing worth carrying far. Something pulled me toward that door, something I had no name for yet. The weight I'd been dragging since I can't recall was about to be said. We are the ones who ride when the road gets long. We are the iron and the oath and the bond. Patch by patch we are stitched into something that lasts. Brothers forged in the open, no looking back. Desert highway at golden hour, running 60 in formation tight. Felt the engine underneath me like a second heartbeat starting right. Wind pulling hard at my jacket, the road stretching wide and free. Every brother holding his line, that's when I started to see. You learn to trust a man when your life rides 2 feet from his wheel. Something shifts inside the chest that no words alone can seal. We are the ones who ride when the road gets long. We are the iron and the oath and the bond. Stitched into something that lasts. Brothers forged in the open, no looking back. Come on, come on. Hold strong, hold strong. Stood before the president with older men ringed all around. Every word he spoke landed heavy, deliberate, measured, profound. He asked if I understood what I was choosing and what it would cost. I said I understood completely. Said I'd carried too long being lost. He placed the colors on my shoulder, said, brother, welcome home. First time in 40 years, I believed I'd never ride alone. Everything I came with falling from my hands. Everything I'm becoming, taking its stand. We are the ones who ride when the road gets long. We are the iron and the oath and the bond. Patch by patch we are stitched into something that lasts. Brothers forged in the open, no looking back. This is home.
This is where I belong.
Ride on, brothers.
Hold the line, hold the line,
Hold the line.
hold the line, hold the line.
I spent years moving town to town, looking for a face that knew my name. Not asking where I'd been, just asking where I'd go. I sat at 100 counters, eating alone. Slept in a truck bed more nights than I'll own. Nobody offered a seat at the table. Nobody offered to share the load. I started believing that's just how it was, that belonging to something wasn't my role. We are the ones who ride when the road gets long. We are the iron and the oath and the bond. Patch by patch we are stitched into something that lasts. Brothers forged in the open. No looking back.
This is home.
This is where
I belong.
right on,
brothers.
hold the line, hold the line.
This is home.
This is home.
This is home.
This is where
I belong.
colors on my back, name on my chest. The road's still running long, but I'm not alone.
This is home.
They know me by the scar beneath my jaw, by the way I wear the cut like it's a covenant. Hands that build a kingdom out of loyalty and ash. I'm the story fathers tell to keep their sons from asking questions. 50 miles of bad decisions stamped into my face, and I'd carry every one of them to judgment. Can the damned still speak to God? Does he hear from the back of a Holly running 80? What's the penance for a life well lived in sin?
Can you hear me?
Can you pray your way out when you never prayed your way in?
Lord, can you hear me now?
I've held men down while brothers broke what God had made. I've taken what the vows of other men had set apart. I learned amazing grace before I learned to ride. Now I use that grace for nothing but the dark. And I do it all for the pats upon my back.
Every last word of it.
I do it all. What if God is just a ghost I cannot kill?
Cannot kill, cannot kill.
What if the outlaw code is salvation repackaged? Am I damned for choosing truth over the comfort of the pew?
Damn to say.
Or saved by staying loyal when surrender was demanded?
Tell me which.
Tell me which. The church threw me out for asking what the scripture didn't answer. Ray Donahue pulled me in and never asked me nothing. I found more grace in one handshake from a brother Then 1,000 Sunday mornings underneath that steeple. The cold hat on where the congregation only had performance. And I'll stand by that when the road runs out of road. So it's God claims me when I finally fall.
When I fall, when I
The
fall.
one I walk from, or the one that never held me. Is damnation something chosen, or a place you're always going?
Always.
Can you save yourself by refusing to be saved?
Tell me, Lord, tell me.
God, I'm sorry. Damn it, I'm not sorry. Forgive me for the lie. Forgive me for meaning every word. I take it back if taking it back meant losing everything I am. So here's what's left of prayer. Let me keep it all. Let me burn for it. Let me ride. To whatever's waiting out there. No way to know if it's judgment or the next horizon. Alive or gone, I'll be the same man on that road. The cross still cold against my chest beneath the leather. The engine turns its sermon over, mile by mile, and the question rides beside me, unanswered. Knuckles won't straighten all the way no more. The chrome out there still holds what light comes in. The jacket folded on the workbench keeps its shape, like it don't know the man who filled its wearing thin. Oil-stained concrete, smell of gasoline and age. The afternoon comes low and doesn't ask. I've got a few things left to say before the dark, and one last formal necessary task. The jacket's weight ain't leather thread and high. It's every choice that couldn't be undone. You wear life like that against your skin, and it gets heavier the longer you have run. The rider coming up, I leave the jacket, but read it like a document before you put it on. Red clay on the right sleeve, that's Tulsa 49 years back. I stood my ground and paid for it come dawn. The left shoulder's patched 3 times, each patch a different season. The pocket liner's gone where cigarettes once lived. The collar salt stain from a broken collarbone in Reno. The night that cost me 3 years, what it gave. You're wearing better than I ever did, but you won't know what the wearing took to earn. I can't hand you what you haven't bled to carry. Some weight only transfers when you burn. Only when you burn. The bike will flood if you don't feel its moods out. The chain will snap if you let the slack run long. Listen to the engine before it tells you loudly. She'll speak it out of what she won't say. Going strong, the mirrors rattle loose on county roads past Laramie. The clutch plates wonder where they slip at speed. I never called it beautiful, I called it honest. A machine that asks of you exactly what you need. You can't give a man what he has to live to learn. You can't pass a road down like a deed. My word was my bond, now it's yours to carry. We'll sit down in the ditch and watch it bleed. Watch it bleed. I've never once asked anyone to understand. I kept my word and kept my own counsel too. The hardest part of living by a code alone is no one knows the cost of what you do. The garage goes quiet when the engines all go cold, and there's no one here who saw the whole of it. Not afraid of dying, I've made peace with that account. Afraid of being made into something I was not. Something I was not. Let me go as easy as I lived hard. Let the road back what the road is owed. I kept my promises, that has to be enough. I carried what I carried, and I rode. Don't call me a legend, that's a stranger's word. Don't call me a cautionary tale, that's worse. Say he showed up when he said he would. Say he kept the code. Say he knew when to let go, and he did. Judge Carmichael's got a second home, waterfront property not his own, funded by verdicts rendered in his favor. 14 rulings, 14 men had paid. The Hendricks girl went missing in August. Sheriff Dalton filed it, then it stayed. Buried under case files no one touches. D.A. Reeves cut loose his boy that fall. Tyler Reeves ran down Sarah Mullen on Route 9 outside the Millbrook Hall. Blood on the asphalt, deal cut by morning. One life traded for a campaign call.
Tell me who you call, tell me who you call.
When the men with badges on the jail, the patches keep the peace, the badges break. The outlaws know the lawmen fake. Hellbound's got more honor than the courthouse got. They take what they deserve. The system takes what you got.
Takes what you got. Takes what you got. Takes what you got. Takes what you got.
We don't wear a badge, but we wear a patch. We don't make laws, but we keep consequences attached. Found Delia Marsh behind a rusty nail. 14 years old, 3 men, no bail. We handled that, court wasn't going to. Ran Perkins and his crew from Millbrook Road. They ran product to the high school parking lot. We don't deal in product, that's our code. We ain't righteous, don't mistake the line. We just got rules the system won't enforce. And out here on Route 9 at midnight, Hellbound sets the only honest course.
Tell me who you call, tell me who you call.
When the law breaks the law and nobody falls, the patches keep the peace, the badges break. The outlaws know the lawmen fake. Hellbound's got more honor than the courthouse got. They take what they deserve. The system takes what you got.
Takes what you got.
Takes what you got. Hellbound, hellbound, hellbound rides. I don't know which side I'm on when the law breaks the law. When the keep the order asleep sound because they right out there breaking bones. So my daughter's safe at the border between what's right and what gets done. That line's been gone so long I can't find where it runs. What does honor look like when everything's corrupt? For pensions, the patches never had one left to sell. One system preys upon the desperate, one system just refuses to kneel. Carmichael's still on the bench up in Harlan. Dalton still the sheriff, ran unopposed. The Hendricks girl's still listed as a cold case. Sarah Mullen's grave is still unclosed. You want justice, you want order. Pick your poison, boy, pick your hell.
Pick your hell, pick your hell.
Pick your hell, pick your hell. Hellbound ride.
Hellbound rides. Hellbound rides.
Hellbound rides.
Hellbound rides.
She worked the early shift at Hattie's off Route 9. Apron worn thin at the hip, rings on her right hand. She learned my order without asking, black, no sugar. Set the cup down soft, like she was handling something that mattered. I can still feel the weight of her palm on my shoulder. 2 seconds, maybe 3, just checking if I was real. I left before the sun cleared the tree line that Tuesday. Didn't say a word, just folded a 10 under the glass. I heard she married the mechanic who worked the lot next door. Good man, I'm told, steady hand, stays put, keeps his word. They got a daughter now, 9 or 10 years running, brown hair, mother's job. Never known a man like me. There's not a wound I get to claim or carry with pride. It's just a shape I left in someone else's life. A space where a father should have stood but never showed. No, a name that little girl will never have reason to know. And then there's Michelle. God, she rises up without permission. Blue shutters on her mama's house. Her face at 22, jaw set, waiting on an answer. Some roads don't lead home, they just lead on. They just lead on. Freedom tastes like someone else's tears at dawn. I chose the open over the real, the mile over the name, and the engine drowned out everything. Drowned out everything, including what I can't take back or explain. Michelle gave me the choice on a Thursday in October, parking lot of the Texaco and Birchwood and 5th. She was 22, wore her sister's gray coat, said, "You pick the road, you lose me," and she meant it. I revved out of there like meaning it back would've killed me. Told myself she'd understand, that she'd be fine. I've seen her face in old photos, 3 kids, tired eyes, living the quiet life we'd sketched on napkins once. She named her oldest James. I don't know why that lands so hard, just does. Diane rode her own bike, a 94 Sportster, candy red. Her brother called her wild, she called herself her own. 6 months we spent burning through the Southern Circuit. She understood the hunger, hell, she had it too. But I still left, packed before she woke in that Biloxi motel. her jacket hanging on the chair like she'd be right back. She didn't beg, didn't break, just moved on clean. Now when we cross at rallies, she nods, I nod, and that's it. That politeness sits in my chest like swallowed glass, worse than anger. She's just done. She's just done. Sarah's hand on my shoulder, Michelle's coat in the cold, Diane's jacket on the chair back. 3 names the engine stole. Sunrise years, the way to being known. I mistook the moving for life. I mistook the leaving for being free, God. And somewhere out there 3 women built real lives around the hole I left when I chose this road over them. Dale keeps his hands wrapped around the bottle, not the drink. 20 men, same roof, same blood, same missing link. Tommy turns to him, mouth open, something real behind his eye. Dale feels it coming like a withered change and lets it die. He laughs first, crude, loud, enough to kill the moment clean. Picks the bottle up, looks straight ahead, stays in between. The bar stool holds him like it always does, in different wood. He's been confessing to this countertop since before things got this good. Louder the room gets, the quieter Dale became. Brotherhood's a bandage wrapped so tight it cuts the bone. Never been more surrounded, never been so alone. Rain on Route 9 prospects, tires splitting flat on the shoulder gravel. Dale's down on both knees working, no instruction, no one unravel. His hands say what his mouth has locked behind the patch. The kid looks over, something grateful, something that might catch. Boots hit the asphalt, Ricky and the others pulling off the road. Dale Staines calls the kid an idiot, picks up the full load. Ritual insult, earn laugh, the vest back where it belongs. He rode that highway 40,000 miles and never got it wrong. cuts the bone. Never been more surrounded. Never been so alone. So alone, so alone. Marcus gets pulled out of county. Club shows up without a call. Every man on chrome at 7 a.m. lined up against that wall. No words required, no hand held out, no comfort tendered there. Just body standing present, that's the only prayer. Dale remembers something before all this, some room he couldn't hold, some version of himself that needed more than blood and cold. He doesn't name it, doesn't chase it, lets it sit beneath the patch. The lifeboat saved him, lifeboats don't give warmth, just that. Deep Night Bar's been closed an hour. Dale sits with the overhead off, listening through the wall. Garrett's in there fighting something, making sounds no grown man should. 3 feet of drywall and Dale can't cross it. Wouldn't know what to say on the other side. Wouldn't know what face to wear. He knew the terms. Jaw's been clenched so long the ache has got a name. He knew the terms. Sat there till Garrett went quiet, then went quiet his own way. Never been more. Louder the room gets, the quieter Dale became. Louder the room gets, the quieter Dale became. Brotherhood's a bandage wrapped so tight it cuts the bone. Never been more surrounded. Never been so alone. He'd do it all the same.